The black man is gone! The black man is gone! The black man is gone!
Hey everyone, so everyone's favourite punching bag in the government has finally been put out of his misery. And let's be honest, this was always going to happen. It was a matter of when, not if. It's a shame that he couldn't see out Black History Month, but pressures from the markets, discontent within the Tory government, U-turns on their policies, just left Liz Truss no choice in doing what she did. She needed a fall guy to try and save her premiership for as long as she can, because make no mistake, there is no way, even if she does manage to last until the next general election, that the public will vote her in. There's no chance that she's going to be able to even have remote chance of even seeing some sort of term. But at least this may buy her some time, again, by throwing her right-hand man under the bus. It'd be interesting to see exactly what happens next. It looks like Jeremy Hunt is going to be the next Chancellor of the Exchequer. So we're going to see exactly how much policies are going to take a U-turn and how much she's going to throw her ex-chancellor under the bus by saying, oh, it wasn't me. We've come up with these policies that were, that got the public and the markets completely going into turmoil. It was somebody else. And now we have somebody in who's going to have a more, calmer hand on the budget. But we'll see. And now to Kwasi, because he has now had the unfortunate honour, it's almost like destiny or fate, of being not only the first black chancellor, but also the shortest serving chancellor that didn't die in office during Black History Month. Because this is the shortest reign reserved for somebody who didn't die in the position. And that's an awful thing to have on your CV, and it just gives power to the detractors about whether his appointment was based on merit or whether he really was just out of his depth and it was more of a token appointment. Ever since he got into office, he's been under the spotlight from his antics at the Queen's funeral, his general arrogant approach to his policies and saying this and how he's conducting himself, his personality traits. He was called superficially black. Listen, he's been under attack since day one. Now, I won't go as far as say I feel sorry for him, because he is a wealthy individual of privilege. He's part of the elites, and that's something that needs to be addressed. How, forget race for a second. This is all about the have and the have-nots, which is why I really, really have a issue with the Conservative government and just UK politics as a whole. If you look at the history of the people in there, it's a very much case of the bourgeoisie dictating. And it's just like, yeah, that has to be tackled on another video. But there is a human aspect of this that can't be forgotten, because some of the criticism has been below the belt. Definitely true. And if I were him, because he didn't want to leave, he did say that he was asked to stand aside. He didn't want to go. But I'm like this, look, Liz, if you fire me, I'm going to scream racism, Black History Month. I'm going to scream all kinds of how dare you, how could you? You'd be like, I'll be trying to hang on as long as I could do. But maybe he thought, because they are friends, it's in the best interest not to put up much of a fight. He did say he didn't want to go. So that's his way of saying, I wanted to stay until the very end. But, he had no choice but to leave, because he was pretty much fired. So, yeah, that's part of me thinking that's what he could have done, because, yeah, at the end of the day, he is the fall guy. He has been made the fall guy. He's been made the fall guy since day one, even though we know Liz Truss definitely has a lot to answer for, and she will have a lot to answer for if she manages to make it to general election. From what I'm hearing, there's going to be a coup, revolt, but we'll see what happens. But as for Kwasi, looks like he just didn't have the complexion for the protection, it seems, because on the other hand, why you got Home Secretary Swallow Braverman, who her remarks is leading to the potential scuppering of trade deals with India, how that would be a massive blow to the economy. So the Tories were promising, post-Brexit that we could get our own trade deals done and all that kind of other stuff. But what happens when you have your own people in your party scuppering that chance just by their remarks, especially by their fellow, I would say, countrymen, but I don't think she'll see it that way. So all in all, it's definitely a sad day for Kwasi Kwarteng. I would have definitely believed he would have liked to have stayed there longer than he has done. However, a lot of things, the writing was on the wall, in all honesty, as soon as he took that job, as soon as he took that position, and as soon as the first little incident that took place, for me, it felt like the writing was on the wall. So I wonder where he ends up next, and I definitely wonder what the ramifications that this will have. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. Will this have any ramifications in regards to how they hire their next appointments? I know Jeremy Hunt is gone in. He's definitely different from the last few Chancellor of the Exchequers. But I want to know whether this will, if you think this will have any other ramifications otherwise in terms of, you know, the classic line of maybe there's certain positions are better suited for certain people. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, I'm out.
The black man is gone.